This is the facelift Hyundai Tucson, and the alternative to the Kia Sportage and Volkswagen Tiguan is getting some styling tweaks, and new hybrid engines may also be on the cards. This prototype does appear to be a tent with a car underneath, but rest assured that the new Hyundai Tucson is hiding in there somewhere, and you can see a couple of styling changes. There is a new grille design poking out of the disguise, and you can see that this new Tucson will still have its main beam headlights lower down in the bumper. The side profile is covered up for now, however it's likely to stay the same as the current cars. The alloy wheels fitted here do look new though. Before we get into the news, make sure to like and subscribe to enter a $100 Amazon gift card giveaway. Make sure to watch till the end to find out the shocking news about the Hyundai Tucson. The rear of the car is pretty well covered for now, however you can see that it'll retain the same claw-like tail light design. Ignore the bright red exhaust tip, that'll be for testing purposes. The Hyundai Tucson is currently offered with a selection of petrol, self-charging hybrid and plug-in hybrid engines. Expect this to stay the same for the new car. The plug-in hybrid may be tweaked slightly to improve the electric-only range. The current car can manage 35 miles on a charge, while the mechanically similar Kia Sportage has 40 miles of range. You can expect the new Hyundai Tucson to make its debut in early 2024, and it's likely to fetch a premium over the current car. Prices haven't been confirmed just yet, however expected to cost around $32,000. Don't be fooled, the Tucson isn't hybrid only. There are a variety of powertrains available from launch, all of which center around a 1.6-liter turbocharged petrol engine. Base spec models run this 148 brake horsepower unit without hybrid assistance of any kind at a cost of $28,760, a full $5,000 more than the old Tucson on account of the great big dollop of standard equipment on the new model. Fuel economy is enhanced with an intelligent 6-speed manual that uses a clutch-by-wire system, automatically separating the engine from the transmission when slowing down, allowing the car to coast as freely as possible. The next tier up is a more powerful 177 brake horsepower mild hybrid version of the 1.6 TGD, which comes with a 7-speed dual-clutch gearbox, optional on 150 PS mild hybrid models, and on-demand all-wheel drive. Move up a rung and the Tucson deploys a full hybrid, which gets a bigger 1.49 kWh battery and a 44.2 kW electric motor, which sits between the engine and the 6-speed automated transmission to boost torque and reduce the need for combustion. Finally, there's the plug-in hybrid Tucson that benefits from a 13.8 kWh battery pack and 66.9 kW electric motor that's good for 31 miles of electric-only range. 4-wheel drive is standard, helping to channel the 261 brake horsepower combined power output to the road. Prices for this start from $39,330, which is quite steep whichever way you look at it. The Tucson Hybrid's total system power is 227 brake horsepower, with 195 pound-ft of torque from usefully low revs. It's a mellow companion around town, where the incessant orchestration of electric drive and gasoline combustion is harmonious and fluid, like Toyota's highly evolved hybrids. You'll see plenty of the EV-only mode light from the commanding driving position, popping up even at motorway speeds during light throttle loads. Steering is light but accurate, the rolling refinement good on 19-inch wheels beneath the body that bobs and rolls to keep occupants comfy. The default driving mode is Eco, which includes a cease and desist order against heavy throttle. Cross the line and you'll get a groan of revs for minimal return. On twistier roads, select the alternative Sport mode, using an awkwardly positioned switch ahead of the cup holder, which frees up the accelerator for more linear, effusive power delivery, and some mega mass to weight up the rack. The front end has plenty of grip, with two-wheel drive versions feeling properly nimble, enough to question the need for all-wheel drive on more expensive versions, that only make sense for the snowbound or the outward bound, further supported by mud, sand, and snow drivetrain settings. At the time of writing, Hyundai's only offering this full hybrid model with front-wheel drive. Our tests of the full HEV gleaned fuel economy results between 39 mpg and 48 mpg. Despite having more power overall, the four-wheel drive plug-in's 8.6 seconds 0 to 62 miles per hour time isn't quite as quick as the 8.0 seconds of the two-wheel drive only hybrid. thank the extra bulk of the battery pack and extra drivetrain componentry for that. That does hurt agility a little, but then this isn't the kind of car you'll be hustling with regularity, is it? Performance is perfectly adequate with both power sources chiming in, although in electric-only mode, the default when you fire it up, it takes a fair bit of time to haul itself up to motorway speeds. It'll keep pace with rush hour traffic, but you'll need to wake the engine if you're in a hurry. With the exception of the blunted performance, there isn't a great deal of difference between this and the regular hybrid on the road. Yes, you've got far more electric range if you plug it in, but the engine sounds much the same while the handover between power sources is just as impressive. We only managed around 50 miles per gallon on a very short test route, but we didn't take full advantage of the battery's charge. As with most cars cut from this cloth, the hybrid assistance is unobtrusive, but it fills in the gap in torque at low RPM, giving this Tucson a diesel-like surge from as low as 1500 RPM. Paired up to a quick-shifting if not overly smooth DCT, it gets about with its business just fine. Don't go expecting much poise when rushing, though. Despite its four-wheel drive, there's a tendency for it to scrabble its front wheels out of junctions, and the 1.6 takes on an unpleasant drone if you ask it to rev. Now let's look at the recent recall of the Hyundais. More than 13,000 Hyundai cars have been recalled over a potentially disastrous engine fault that could cause the vehicle to catch on fire. A recall notice was issued on Thursday for two Hyundai models of Veloster and Tucson made between 2014 and 2017. According to the Department of Infrastructure, Transport, Regional Development, Communications and the Arts, the engine connecting rod bearing could fail prematurely, causing engine damage due to a manufacturing defect. Should this occur, engine oil could leak in the presence of an ignition source, resulting in a vehicle fire. A vehicle fire could increase the risk of injury or death to vehicle occupants, other road users, bystanders, and/or damage to property, the department said. The notice says more than 13,000 cars are impacted by the fault. The department warned drivers that they should be on the lookout for any unusual noise coming from the engine, the appearance of smoke, or if a vehicle's instrument cluster displays an engine warning light. Should any of these occur, drivers are urged to stop the vehicle where it is safe to do so, turn off the ignition, evacuate the vehicle and contact their nearest Hyundai dealer immediately. Owners of affected vehicles can contact their preferred authorized Hyundai dealer to have the work carried out as soon as possible, free of charge, the department said. That is it for today. Make sure to like and subscribe.